Gold, a metal that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. It has been a symbol of wealth, power, and beauty. But have you ever wondered why gold became the go-to material for currency? Why not silver, copper, or even seashells? Today, we are diving into the history of gold as currency, exploring when and why it was adopted, and why other materials just could not compete. Let's get started. Gold's journey as a form of money began over 4,000 years ago. The earliest recorded use of gold as a medium of exchange dates back to ancient Egypt around 2600 before Christ. Egyptians referred to gold as the flesh of the gods, and it was used primarily for ornaments, religious artifacts, and to symbolize wealth and divine power. However, gold was not coined yet. Instead, it existed in the form of gold bars and nuggets, often weighed for trade. But it was not just the Egyptian civilizations. The Lydians in modern-day Turkey took it a step further. Around 600 before Christ, they created the world's first known gold coins, mixed with silver in an alloy called electrum. These coins were stamped with royal symbols to guarantee their weight and purity. This innovation was a game-changer. For the first time, people had a portable, durable, and universally accepted form of money, revolutionizing trade across regions. But why gold? Why not something more practical, like iron or wood? Well, gold had some unique properties that made it perfect for the job. First, gold is rare, but not too rare. It is scarce enough to be valuable, but abundant enough to be mined, minted, and circulated. Unlike materials like copper or iron, gold is not found just anywhere, which naturally increases its value. Second, gold is incredibly durable. It does not corrode, rust, or tarnish, even after centuries underground. This resistance to the elements made it a reliable store of value across generations and civilizations. Third, gold is malleable. You can melt it down, shape it into coins, or even stretch it into thin wires without breaking. This made it easy to work with and standardize into coins of consistent weight and purity. But perhaps the most compelling reason is its intrinsic beauty. Gold's luster and rich yellow color made it desirable not just as money, but as jewelry, art, and religious artifacts. Its dual purpose, being both functional and beautiful, cemented its place in human culture. Now, let us talk about why other materials did not make the cut. Take seashells, for example. In some cultures, especially in parts of Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Islands, cowrie shells were used as currency. They were portable and easy to count, but they lacked durability and, over time, became too common, which diluted their value. Then there is silver and copper. Both metals were widely used and played significant roles in history. Silver coins, like the Greek drachma and the Roman denarius, were crucial in ancient economies. However, silver tarnishes over time due to its reaction with sulfur in the air, and copper corrodes, forming a green patina. Both are also more abundant than gold, making them less valuable per unit of weight. Iron, too heavy and prone to rust. In fact, ancient Sparta famously used cumbersome iron bars as currency to discourage hoarding and luxury spending. While it worked for them, it was not practical for widespread trade. Even paper money, which was first introduced in China during the Tang dynasty around the 7th century Anno Domini, relies heavily on trust in the issuing authority. Unlike gold, paper currency has no intrinsic value. Its worth is entirely based on confidence in the government backing it. Gold, on the other hand, had intrinsic value that did not depend on anyone's promise. Fast forward to the 19th and early 20th centuries, and gold became the backbone of the global economy. Countries around the world adopted the gold standard, a system where national currencies were directly tied to specific amounts of gold. This provided economic stability, making it easier for countries to trade with one another with confidence. However, the gold standard was not without flaws. It limited governments' ability to respond to economic crises because they could not print more money without having enough gold reserves. During major events like World War I and the Great Depression, countries started to abandon the gold standard to gain more flexibility in their monetary policies. By 1971, the United States, under President Richard Nixon, officially ended the gold standard, transitioning the world to the fiat currency system we use today. Money that has value because governments declare it as legal tender, not because it is backed by a physical commodity. But even though gold is no longer used as everyday currency, it has not lost its allure. Central banks still hold vast gold reserves, and investors consider gold a safe haven during times of economic uncertainty. Gold's legacy as the ultimate form of money lives on. So why does gold still captivate us? It is not just about its rarity or beauty. Gold represents something deeper, a universal standard of value that transcends cultures, borders, and time. It is a reminder of humanity's continuous search for ways to trade, store wealth, and build trust in systems of exchange. While other materials have come and gone, gold has stood the test of time. It is a testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors and the enduring power of a metal that is as practical as it is precious. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history of gold as currency. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating stories from history. Until next time, stay curious.